Hey guys, this is Rich from Over the Fender Garage. Well, I've got all the rear suspension mocked up, and I went ahead and I put the bed on so I can make sure all the clearances are good on the bed. Everything fits in there really nice. So I've got the shock tower here does touch the bed floor a tiny bit here. So I'll have to take and smooth this bump out. Get rid of that one. It'll be the same on the other side. You can see it through there that it's touching. But other than that, everything worked out great. No issues, no problems with it. All my brackets in there mocked up. I measured the wheel clearance here. More than enough room for a tire here. Just barely, but it makes it. Come over this side. You see the same thing here. You can see it through the truck, and that one's just touching. And everything else is nice, not a problem. So I'll run my exhaust out right through here. There's enough room between the track bar and the fuel tank. I can run that out through there. I don't know if I'm going to poke it out the side yet with the exhaust, or if I want to run it out the back. I'm not real sure because I don't know what I'm going to do for a bumper. So I'll probably get through halfway to the back here and I'll stop and wait until I figure out what I'm going to do, because I'm going to put a trailer hitch on it so I can tow if I need to. Want to be able to have it usable. But that all worked out really nice. So the next thing I'm going to do, since I got the bed on it, I got all that stuff mocked up waiting for the other housing, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mock up my exhaust system. I got nice Borla mufflers. These things are awesome sounding. And under here, you see all the room I've got. I'll take the pipes and I'll go right through here. I'll keep it real tight to the bottom of these. I'll have these kind of placed where I want them, or a little further back. So I make sure I get the clearance. I might just notch these for the exhaust system too, but I want to have that tight up against the floor as it's going over the rear end, so there's no clearance issues. And this one here will go through and then over the back side of the track bar and then down. Same here, it'll go over the back side of the track bar and go down. But lots of room for mufflers, all that good stuff. But this is going to have to go. There's nowhere to run the exhaust pipes with it being low and this in the way. So this is going to have to go either way. And then I pulled a string from the tail of the transmission. I just put it on top of it to the top of the rear end yoke right here, and it hits. So this has got to go either way. And then I got to put a little C-notch in this bar here, cut this piece of floor or the back of the cab out of here. So we'll have to do that too. But might as well do the exhaust system. Well, I've got that all up there in mock-up stage. I'll be able to get that done. It's one more thing I can get out of the way. You can see where the headers are. A lot of room here. Get everything cleaned up. Then I can get the engine and trans out if I want to, or start doing the interior or whatever. Just gotta knock one thing off the list at a time here. And there's my exhaust system parts. I am gonna run cats on it. I put these on other things before, and they work really nice. They're inexpensive. They clean up the tailpipes, so you're not getting any black soot on the car. So I run them. They're nice to have on there. Keeps the smell down. And it's all stainless. Everything's stainless here. So we'll start mocking this up. You already got the headers on there. They're already on there snugged up. So we'll run that exhaust system, get that thing knocked out of there. So one more thing off the list, and then we'll probably jump inside, maybe do a little interior mock-up, because I got to do the steering column and all that. So just kind of pulling stuff together here. It's getting close. We got other stuff to do until the rear end shows up, so that'll be a little while. All right, first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and knock this cross member out here, and then we get on to building the exhaust system. Get that all run through here. All right, now we got this out of the way. We'll go ahead and take these off later on. But I got my string just on top of my transmission, so it's at the highest point. Take it, pull it back here to the rear end, just right there. And you can see there's probably 1.5 inches, maybe above that string. You take this and move it all the way up to about there. That would be my guess at its lowest point, so I'm just calling it the bottom of the bar. That's your safety. Make sure. You see now the string is touching it. I come down, oh, it's about 1 inch. That's about 1 inch down. And that's right where the string touches that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to cut out about 1 inch. I'll go probably 4 inches wide, something like that. This is marked at 3 right now. It's kind of just fiddling with it, putting something here. So, but here's my center, where it's centered on the ring and pinion right here, which I'm not even going to do this until I have the 9 inch, because I don't know if the GM pinion will be in the same place as the Ford, and it's kind of, if it's moved either direction, you'd end up having to redo this. So I'll just wait on this part, but I can run all my exhaust system now that I got this cross member out of here. But that shows you that that will hit during any long travel of the suspension or getting close to. So we'll start jumping on this exhaust system. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the front tube here. Get the O2 sensors in here. Try to find a spot where they're easy accessible and that the wires are kind of hid and they're not going to get hurt. I think that this one here is going to work good right here. Just fit in there. Oh, like that. No, it's good. Alright, be enough room to get a wrench on it. It's not too close to anything. I can get in there easy. So that looks good. Right there, so I'm going to tighten this one up. Don't want it moving while I'm working on it. It's nice these headers got V-bands on them. No header bolts, delete collector bolts. Alright, should be good. Not going to move on me. You just want to make sure that that point is down. It's never up at all, because if it's up, it'll ruin them, burn them out. Let's try to face them down as much as possible. Let's do this one over here. Let's see, this one, yeah, I can get that one about the same place. So, put it there. It's nice, they're both pointed down, so that's a good thing. Wires are out of the way. I'm not going to get caught on anything. Easily accessible. Change them if they go bad. Alright. So my one complaint with these shorty headers is that they are tight up against the engine block on this side. I mean, they are tight. Not quite touching it, but tight. All right, call that one good right there. All right, won't move. Up there. There you go. All right, so the first one I'm going to do here is the first pipe right here. Get in here with a, cut this one, fit in there. Because I want my cat. My cat sitting about right there, that area. So that should be good. Mark this one out here, get this one cut. Right about there. Probably have to put an extension on that. Inches. All right, I'll go cut this one. Alright, you see my O2 sensor there. A lot of clearance around it. It's a good area for it. And then here's the driver's side O2 sensor. A lot of clearance around there. Wires will be nice and safe on both sides. And then I have my catalytic converters right here. And I've got them lined up on the back side so they're equal with each other, so everything looks good. Then I got my mufflers set back here on jack stands. They're low. They need to be up about 2.5 more inches, but they're good enough for setting the pipe. So I'll just set the pipe on top of it. That'll get me where I want to go. So if I set it there and then slide it in the back of my cat, which you won't be able to see on there, but if I get this in here, flip it the other direction. Got tape on that end where they got their tag. this, I've got a mark where I want it. A mark here. Oh, it's just a little too short a pipe. Come out of there a little bit. Come on. Get in there like that, right about there. And then my pipe is straight, and I can go ahead and tack. I can go ahead and tack this cat on there, and it'll be pointed in the right direction that I want it. And it's pretty level. And it's far enough away from anything, it's not going to hit anything or rattle. Get my hand on here. There we go. Stay. See that one there. It's nice and level. Goes across the cross member. And that's about where I want my muffler, where that pipe is at. So I'll go ahead now. Tack weld this on. I'm just using my MIG welder. When I do this, I just tack them on both sides because I've tried TIG welding. It's too hard to do underneath the truck. So I'll tack weld it with my MIG welder, and then I'll come back and I'll grind those off when I TIG weld this all up. It's just easier. Too hard trying to work a pedal and a stick and all that crap under here. So I do it the easy way, and then just, but that's a, well, mate, this one, I'm gonna touch the truck, it's gonna fall. Now I can take this cat and I can get it to match that one by just sliding this out a little bit, and then both of them are in line with each other. Makes for a good looking exhaust. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tack this other one together, and I'll get onto this one. There is the front section of the exhaust system all done. Now is to get into the fun part of going up over the top of the rear end. So I got the boards holding it up. Just kind of wiggle them back and forth a little bit as I need to. Try to keep them both the same distance from the edge of the frame. You don't want to do it on a cab because the cab's got rubber on it and it's bouncing. So, but you could do it to the bed floor on one of the braces because it's direct fit to the frame. So I could put a hanger here if I wanted to. But this part is done. Now the hard part is going up over the top of all this, but it shouldn't be too bad. But that's what's next, up and over the top. got the back half here done up to the rear end. I did put V-bands on the back side too, so it's easy to drop these out. You've got to change the clutch. That makes it real nice. And got my straps up. Everything's mounted up nice here. Then I got it up and over to the top of the rear end. A lot of room above it. So there won't be no problem with anything hitting. And then this bar here, when I put it in, I will notch it around the pipes because I got it up as high as I could get it. So I'll take and notch those. I'll notch it there, and I'll notch it for the bars so it clears it. And I'm all the way to the back now. So I'm running around to the back side. Got good clearance on everything. Nice clearance on that track bar. So that's all a good thing. Same over here. So I finished running my exhaust around, and you'll see my idea coming up here pretty soon. But it's sitting over here on the bench. There's my tailpipes I'm making up right now. Center exhaust. This will go around my fuel tank. This is my fuel tank all marked out. This is the air gap. That'll be around the gas tank so it doesn't heat the fuel. And then this here is where the exhaust pipes go. Right through there. So that's what I'm going to start making up next. Shapow! There's my back bumper idea. Little valance here. Stuck on here with cardboard. It's kind of what the idea I've got going on right now. The center exhaust system should come out looking pretty cool. License plate, I'll have a fold-in thing so I could fold the license plate up and down. Have a Reese hitch behind it, so I'll have a trailer hitch. So that'll work good. But that came out really, really nice. Get them almost perfect. I gotta trim these two still. But it came out. Look at that. Look at that. Came out looking pretty cool. Still gotta go up a little bit. It's hanging down. I don't have a center hanger yet because I gotta get the Reese hitch made in there, and I can mount this up, but I'll tie it up to the frame for right now. That's what I'm going to get on right now. I am going to start making up a rear fiberglass bumper. All right, I got it all out from underneath the truck now. It's all done. So now I'm going to start TIG welding it all together. So I'm not real good at this. I kind of lack that rolling quarters and dimes and all that. Getting close to it, but I can put it together without having leaks. That's all that matters to me right now. But gonna get to going on TIG welding all this stuff together. Not too bad. Pretty good. Sometimes I can get that nice pink look that you're looking for. But, yeah, what can you do? They're stuck together and they don't leak. That's what matters. So, I'm definitely not a professional at this stuff. Alright, we'll get them all stuck together here. well, there it all is. All welded up. All came out pretty good. Get everything back together and stick it back up for the last test fit. So, welds aren't really pretty, but they'll do. I know a welder would look at this and just cringe, but it's not bad for only about 150 hours worth of practice on them. Probably less than that, but so I don't think it's too bad for basically still being a beginner. Some got the really nice color, some don't. See, like that, it's got the really nice color right there and there. You know, the rest are kind of hot. That's why they kind of have that carbon look. They're just a little too hot. But it's not something you pick up and just go to town doing it right. It takes a while to learn how to do it. So I'm still in the learning phase with it. But it doesn't leak. That's what's important, especially around the O2 sensors. So this is good. So now, with that done, I am going to turn my attention to doing the front runner. I had found a front runner setup that I had put together. Alternator mounts up here. Power steering unit goes down here. AC's down at the bottom. It's all I was looking at. They had the AC unit up here. And then other kits had where you have to change the water pump, you have to change the harmonic balancer, all that stuff. And I don't see no reason to change all that stuff. It's a brand new engine. So just find the correct radiator for this. I don't have to change anything. So, but I think I found a nice kit here. We'll start installing here. It's an ITC kit. Looks pretty nice. It's got a high mount alternator. But you get into putting all that together. We'll see how that works out. I think it'll work out nice. I think it'll look good in there. It's all the, I don't have to change any of the parts. So that's great. It's really something when you got to go change the water pumps and all that. Certain ones have the water inlet on the driver's side. Other ones have it on the passenger side. Well, if you're to supercharge it and it's on the passenger side, you can't supercharge it. You got to have a different water pump. So this way I'm keeping the right LS3 water pump on it. Not changing all kinds of stuff that doesn't have to be changed. So get into installing that next here. See how that all goes. They do say one thing is that the engine mount won't work with the air compressor for the AC. So I may have to do a little bit of modifying on that. We'll see. I have a feeling that it's going to hit that bolt right there. I think that's what it looks like from looking at their pictures and their drawings and stuff. So I may have to move that back to the third spot and redo this engine perch, which is not a really big deal. I was going to wait to do this stuff, but I wanted to get that rear end all set down on the suspension. So might have to do a little changing in here, but everything else looks like it's going to work. So I guess we'll find that out next here. We're going to get on to sticking this thing in here. I'm going to do the air compressor first and see exactly what I got to go through to get that in there. So jump on some AC. And the worst part is I would take all the front end off to work on it and make it a lot easier. But we've got my bumper going on here, so I can't take this apart, with that being the way it is. So I got to do it the hard way. But either way, it'll get done. Get it on there. So jump on that and get it done. This bracket here goes on the engine. A couple holes are already here. We stick this one on here. This. This one's nice because it uses the 4 groove all the way in the back of the pulley. So the air compressor is tucked way in there. All right, now, next bracket, see if it fits. All right, now this one here goes on the back side of the bracket. It's gonna be fun. I wonder why. Probably could have put this on there before putting it in there. Yeah. Take this back out. Do it the easy way or the hard way. Oh, they always put the hard way. Looks like it's pretty nice stuff. Pretty quality. Oh goodness. Jeez. Yeah, fits in there fine. Put it on there first. All right, now. Okay, there's that one. Moment of truth. It's going to be tight. Let's give her a whirl. Get on there. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh geez, I lost the thing. Oh well. I'm gonna have to redo this anyway. I'm gonna get in the way here. And I'm gonna put it up. Hits or if it fits. Which damn hole did it go in? There's a lot of holes in that bracket. Oh, let me go look at the directions. All right, we're going the first one and the fourth one. First one. Oh, damn it. Fourth one, right there. Come on. I'm all crook-eyed. Oh gosh. Oh geez. It's hitting the rack. Oh, son of a bitch. Don't even fucking tell me. Well, unforeseen circumstances says it ain't gonna fucking work. right up against the damn rack. Damn it. Oh, God. Damn it. Well, we seem to have a situation here. Okay, we got this bracket up in here. I ended up having to take the engine mount bolt out because it is hitting the engine mount bolt. It's hitting it by maybe a 32nd of an inch. It's not very much. So I'm gonna have to move the engine mount to the third hole on their bracket and then relocate the frame perch, which I should have waited, but I got in a hurry. So it's not going to change anything on that. The one problem I do have here is that the lower, oh, where'd it go? The lower tensioner pulley goes down in here like this. It goes behind this bracket, which is going to be fun getting this together. But it hits, this part of the bracket is hitting the rack. So I have to jack it up about 1/4 of an inch on this side of the engine. So we got a little remodeling to do. It's 2 birds with 1 stone, so it's a good thing. It's not a whole complicated issue here. Just cut the frame perch off, move the engine mount back, and re-weld the frame perch back on. So pretty simple fix. If I would have waited, I wouldn't be doing this, but I wouldn't have the exhaust and all that stuff done. So not really a big deal. It won't change any exhaust system. It won't change anything else. So we'll go on lifting up this side a little bit here so I can get the clearance on this bracket and get the clearance on the back of the bolt so I can get the compressor all the way up in here. But other than that, it's going to work out fine. The lines have a clear path right here, so no problem with the lines. So everything else is going to work out fine. So we'll take that engine mount off there and perch off, and we'll redo them. So if I step this back, the next hole is probably about right here. So they do step that pad back. Plus it's going to make it easier getting the engine mount bolt in. There it is, all moved over, braced up, ready to go back in. And what I did here is I went to the 4th hole instead of the 3rd. Give myself a little extra room on that air conditioner and for the bolt and stuff, since there's nothing back here. No exhaust runs through there, nothing, so nothing to worry about there. Don't have to worry about the starter because that's 5 inches away or more. So give myself a little extra room that way. And a little extra height. So now we're going to stick this back in there and get the air conditioner unit back on there. Fits in there. It's tight. Got to jack the engine up to get this idler in there, but that's not really a big problem. I'm not going to put this on right now because I'm just mocking up, but it fits nicely now. No problems. A lot of room. So now I can do my 2 AC lines out of there. Belt's going to clear everything nice. So what's nice is that it's the back belt. So just tucked right here. But it's all done. So now get on to doing the alternator and the power steering one, which is easy. It goes right here. Should all fit in there without a problem. This is the first plate that goes on. This one goes on here, like that. Oh, take my bolt out. Always helps. Alright, so it goes in this hole. And then the other one's supposed to run into that. Yep. Let's see. This one holds it on there. And the other ones run through the bolt holes that are in the head. This is the spacer, basically. Pretty close there. Moves like that. All right, this bracket here goes right here. This like that. The spacer, bolt. Be like that. 2 nuts on the back side of that. And okay, this one here. All right, that like that is good. And the alternator sits in there. All right, let's see if this works. This would be I think this way. That is one heavy alternator. Oh yeah, beautiful. Cool. All right. Okay, there it is. It's not bad. It's not bad looking. Pretty nice kit. Wasn't really expensive. Pretty economical. And the reservoir sits right here. This sits here somehow. It sits on the front. Okay, place it on the back side somehow. How the hell's it going? Doesn't really say. Gotta go in there like, oh, probably like that. Behind that bolt. All right, yeah. All right, I got it. That sits there like that. Kind of floating out in the air, but what do you do? All right, I can deal with that. Doesn't really take up a lot of space. Modify the bracket. I could get it to sit in there. I don't know, it's got that hose that comes out like that. So really, I don't know if you'd be able to modify it. I didn't want to go and buy one of the reserve tanks, the aftermarket ones. Kind of trying to build this on a budget. Don't need to be getting crazy with buying power steering reservoirs at $300-400. So I think that'll work. It'll be fine. I think it goes there. All right, now I already carried it over here. This one here goes in there. So of course you got to pop this back off. Okay, that'll work. Really not a bad kit. Okay, the last thing here to do is the pulley, idler pulley. And power steering pump's got to be put together. Other than that, it's all pretty good. Well, that's not 100 millimeters. Where is? Oh, you know what? I probably put it in this one. Just throw it together. Oh, I got it. Then this one here. Should be the one that goes in there. Should be the one that goes in there. Yep. All right. All right. Well, there it all is. Looks pretty good. Alternator's kind of flying out in the air, out in the open, but other than that, not a bad kit. So that part is finished.